If you really think about it, guys, the Time Lords are kind of like the writers of the show, except evil. That should tell you something. Hey everybody, this is David, and today I am going to be talking about Legends of Tomorrow, Season 1, Episode 15, Destiny. And this was a really great episode, man. This is probably my favorite episode of the season so far. What did I think about it? Let's start talking about it. We continue on where the Legends left off last time. They're all captured by the Time Lords, and they're put in prisons. Some of them are tortured, some of them are being manipulated, some of them are captured and being taken somewhere else. They're all split apart. What was interesting about the episode was how it started. It started with us back in the beginning where they were all on that rooftop in the very first episode. It had me kind of confused because I was trying to figure out, why are they here? Why are they showing us this again? And then when Martin and Jefferson have that little argument on their way home that night before they leave the next day with Rip, they take his offer, and like Jefferson says later on when he roofied him, the Jefferson from the future or from the present, depending on how you look at it, comes out of nowhere and says, "Hey, Dr. Stein, I need your help. I need your help to get back to the time that I belong in, where you are kind of dying because you need me to be back with you." So that was actually really cool to see that Jefferson had that plan in motion to get back there. That was really cool. I like that. Even though I'm like still trying to figure out how did he get all this technology to like build a time ship. I mean, I think that's pretty impressive if you think about it. So that was really, but it was cool. You know, he had to find a way to get back there. I thought it was kind of a little bit of a cheat, but okay. Meanwhile, Rip learns that the Time Lords have been orchestrating this entire journey that they've been doing this entire time. So they feel like they were, been manipulated. They even use kind of like they've been sort of following a screenplay, which kind of made me laugh a little bit because it's like, well, you guys kind of are following a screenplay. But seriously, though, it was the episode definitely had the theme of following your own destiny, making destiny. Don't let destiny guide you in a direction. We all have control of what our destiny is, what we want it to be. We just have to make those right choices. And I really like that. I really like that thing. Whenever a lot of time travel movies and shows have used that element before, so it's kind of cliched, but I didn't mind it because it was because sort of destiny still happened. Because what happened? Rip still lost his family at the end of this episode. So it's like, despite everything, some of the small changes they might have made towards the end of the episode, Rip still loses here. So it's kind of sad in that sense, but it definitely allows them, because of what happens, to move forward without having to worry about strings being attached. I kind of like the Age of Ultron Pinocchio reference, where Snart even says, "There's no strings on me," you know? Speaking of Snart, I gotta say, man, he went out like, what? I was gonna be sad no matter who died. When they kind of made us think that Ray was going to be the one that was going to die, I was kind of getting upset about that because I don't want Ray to die. And then Mick takes his spot, and I'm like, no, wait, I don't want Mick to die either. And then Snart takes his spot. Like I thought everybody was gonna take a spot, and then Sara would have taken his spot, and then Rip would take his spot, then Martin Stein would take his. Everybody's like taking spots on who was gonna die. No, soon it was gonna turn into a whole argument. But not thankfully, but we lost Snart, unfortunately. So he kind of gave his life to save the team, man. And I kind of like that they kind of set up earlier, because if you go back and watch it's either the first, I think it's the second episode, my second episode review for Legends of Tomorrow, I was already shipping Snart and Sara by that episode, and it felt like, oh my god, are the writers actually listening to us? Because I know I'm not the only Snart and Sara shipper out there. And we got that kiss at the end. That was really cool. I was even saying when they were talking in the ship together, and Snart was kind of flirting with her and said, you know, I was thinking about my future and your future and our future. And I'm like, yes, the writers are listening. They're going to give us the romance we deserve on this show. Even though I like the Kendra and Ray romance, this is the one that I've been shipping since episode 2. And they even give us the kiss and everything, only for it all to end in this episode. And I'm like, oh man. And Sara had feelings for him too. It was sad, man. I hope they find a way to bring Snart back. That was wrong. They can't kill Snart. So now he can't even come back on The Flash. And I was expecting him to come back one day. That kind of sucks. But anyways, we still have all these other great characters. And you know, Mick has grown into such a great character this season. As probably someone who started off as my least favorite character when the show started. He's definitely grown into a strong character now, especially in this episode, where he even kind of says when he first became Kronos, he was using hatred to kind of like keep himself together. And now that the fact he can use his team as the thing to keep himself from falling into that Kronos identity, that shows how much of a character he has grown since, that he has grown more closer to his teammates than how he started off as. And if he continues on in season 2, it will be interesting to see him go on without Snart now. I think that's going to be a lot of fun, exploring that side of Mick, because him and Snart were partners on The Flash, you know. Now he's without his closest ally. So it will be interesting to see who he connects to a little bit more. It could be Ray, judging from that final conversation he was having with Ray at the end there. So that was interesting. We also have Kendra, and, you know, she's captured by Vandal Savage, and Savage is like bringing her and Carter to the future, but now he's going to the past, to I guess 2016, maybe. I think that's it, where they said they were going. I'm not sure, but yeah, okay. There wasn't too much of Kendra in this episode, pretty much, but I think definitely her stuff is, the mission is to now save Carter and Kendra. I thought it was kind of weird that they didn't even show us Carter. Like, Vandal Savage just said that he was, I got him in the back too, but why wouldn't he, like, keep him with her and him together? I don't know, but I guess they didn't have the actor there. Too many actors already in the episode, too much effects going into it and all that. So I guess they couldn't afford to pay the actor who plays Carter. I don't know. But hey, we're supposed to get a hero, I believe, that's going to be appearing very soon. So I'm going to guess that's going to be next week's episode. There was supposed to be some big reveal of a big hero that's supposed to appear soon. So yeah, he didn't appear yet, so I'm going to guess it's next week. So guys, final thoughts. I really enjoyed this episode. Definitely a really good setup for the finale. Very strong, nicely written. Yeah, had a great time watching this episode. And next week looks really good too. The final episode. I can't believe we're already at the final episode of this season. And what am I looking forward to? I'm just looking forward to a kick-ass finale. And Sara finally finding out that Laurel is dead. We know that was in the plot synopsis for the next episode. So she is going to finally find out there, which I think is long overdue. And hopefully we see the Legends again on either Arrow or Flash. And I want to see if... I'll keep my thoughts on that next time. What I hope to see for next season. And until next time, guys, like this video if you agree with me. Share your comments below. You know, I want to know what other people think. And if you are definitely a subscriber to me, then I want to know what you guys think. Talk with me about Legends of Tomorrow, Arrow, or The Flash, either ones. I love all three of them. as well as the many movie reviews that I talk about. And I'm ending it here, and take care.